Hi, this is Tammy, hello, with Allie's Poorhouse, now known as TAlleysArt. I'm going to do a split base. This side will be Sherwin Williams Color to Go Porcelain house paint, and this side will be Artist Loft white acrylic paint. So I'm doing a split base, two different colors. And I am going to do a flip cup over it down the middle. And I might do a little bit of cell activator on top of that. We'll see how it turns out with the flip cup first. Today is April 21st, 2023. And so I'm going to get started. I've already painted the sides of my canvas. It's a 20 by 20, 1.5 inch gallery wrapped canvas. And then I'm going to take the porcelain that I've already prepared and the blue and then the white for here and do I'm just hoping I don't get myself completely messed up. But anyway, and then I will show you how I'm going to layer the paints in the cup, and hopefully it will all turn out just beautifully. Okay, so here goes the white paint. Oh, fudge, I forgot to bring, no. It's hard for me to get up and down. I forgot to bring stuff to scrape out the cups with. I'll be right back. Rats. Okay. Hopefully it'll just drop. Okay, so I did the white first. And I think I've got, overall I need almost 18 ounces of paint on here. And I believe this was 6 ounces of the white. And I think it's almost 8 ounces of the blue. So what I'm going to do now, oops, is I'm going to move this around a little bit to kind of distribute it over the canvas, over the edges. And oops, oh, I just painted the sides. Darn it. Oh well. Hopefully this will go over the sides. Anyway, I'm just trying to get everything. I did all of the sides and painted those really good, so I'm not too worried about the middle getting covered because that's where I'm going to take the flip cup. I'm going to take this and run it, my hand all along the edges to get a second coating of paint there. And that should be pretty darn good. Now I'm going to do the blue. I hope you can see all of this. Yeah, you can see it just fine. And I'm going to take the blue base coat, flip it over. Let more of the paint run out. So I want to make sure everything's covered really good, but I don't want it to be over covered. I used, actually I'm using Tammy Anderson. Thank you, Tammy. I'm using her, pretty much Tammy's recipe, except for and the base coat too. I'm using her recipe for the base coat too. So thank you, Tammy. I haven't tried this before, so I thought, well, why not? No time like the present, right? I want to get this evenly distributed and make a big mess. It's like finger painting sometimes. Oops, didn't want to get the white in there, but like I said, I'm not too concerned about the middle because the edges will be covered again. I've already painted those, and the middle is going to have the flip coat. Go down the middle. The flip coat, sorry, flip coat. I don't know where that came from. And it's pretty fluid, but this is supposed to be a good recipe using fluid acrylic paints, which I just happen to have, and using American floetrol, not Aussie floetrol. It'd be way too expensive for the Australian floetrol. We use that for mainly cell activator and blooms and stuff like that. So, and I've got some gunk in here because I've had this paint since before COVID hit. The house paint, sorry, since before COVID hit. So probably had it since 2018 or 2019. We were going to paint the whole inside of our house, and so I got a bunch of color samples, and they came in handy for using as base for my paintings. Because nobody would come and paint our house, and this time I wasn't going to do it. It's doing some really kind of interesting things here, isn't it? So now I'm going to pick it up and try to kind of try to distribute it around a little bit here. Come on, guys. I'm going to get a lot of that paint off. Okay, and I got some more gunk. Where was that? I saw it just now when I had it lifted up. Sorry, I'm probably going to put my head in here, but I just saw a big piece of gunk. I did strain my American floetrol. That did happen, but oh, there it is. I see it. Yep, right here. Yeah, but it looks like some of the stuff that from the American floetrol came. Oops. Okay. So again, I'm going to go over the sides really quick. Make sure they look real pretty, because these aren't going to usually be touched except for down the, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just put, oh well, thank God it was in the middle, right? Put blue on the side of it, but that's down the middle. All right, now I'm going to layer the cup. So here we go. I am going to pay big attention to, can you see the cup? No. I'm going to pay big attention to paint densities and put the denser paints in the bottom of the cup. So that way they can come up through the lighter paints, grab onto some of those, and maybe make some interesting peacock cells. We'll see. Peacock cells means cell colors of 2 or more. So first I'm going to put in the cup. This is golden paints, carbon black. I'm going to just start with the base of that because it's denser than some of the other colors I've got to use. And this is, oh, this is a base coat. Sorry, shouldn't even have that here. Then I'm going to take Matisse Fluid. All of these paints are fluid. Matisse Fluid Titanium White. I should just stick it there. Okay, we're just going to do that. Titanium White. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take Mont Marte+gen Craft Golds. I kind of doubled those up together because they just were very light gold. I'm going to put the gold metallic in there. Then I'm going to take some Matisse Magenta. And I'm just going to layer the cup because I'm doing a flip cup. And I know that in order to get lots of interesting effects, I'm supposed to fill the cup all the way up to the top. I'm not doing that today. Oh, look at all this stuff that's coming up on here. I'm just not going to do that today. So I'm going to pick some of this different color that seems to be, oops, I'm covered with this. Okay, now I'm going to go with, I think, a little more of the black to pull some of that up. Not a whole lot of the black because it does overpower things. Oh, I can't sit on my knees for very long anymore. And I'm doing this on the floor because it's such a big painting. This is Amsterdam, it's Amsterdam pouring medium with liquidtex light green. Okay. And then I want to put some more white, titanium white. Doesn't take much. I'm trying to separate some of the layers of the cup out. And then this is Golden Paint Turquoise. It's fluid. And then I'm going to put, and that did not layer. Then I'm going to put Matisse Fluid Paint Southern Ocean Blue in the cup, which is one of my favorites. Now remember, I think I've told you all before that what goes in the paint first was black, comes out last. What goes in the paint cup on top comes out first. So what do I want to finish my whole thing with? I think I'm going to finish it with a little bit of Amsterdam. Oh my gosh, it's completely, oh, there. This is, okay, I am covered with paint. How did that happen? I must have brushed up against the canvas. Anyway, this is Golden Paint Gold. Just to finish it up, okay? So that should land on the bottom of the flip cup. Now, I might not get so many interesting things because you really do, I used too big of a cup. You really do have to fill the cup to the brim in order for it to do all this interesting churning and stuff like that when you flip the cup over. I suppose I could put a couple more layers. Yeah, don't be so stingy. Okay, I will. I'm going to put some more. Magenta. Some more really light gold. And I think a little bit more of the Southern Ocean blue. I really love that color. Now that's what I mean by layering right there. That cup is layered. I hope you can see it. I hope I'm not too far. Yeah, you can see that just fine. All right, now I'm going to torch air bubbles again because a lot of this stuff I mixed yesterday and then kind of changed my mind on some of it. So then I added some paint colors to it, and that means I got paint bubbles because I added mix the paint today. All right, so this is my cup. I think I'm gonna go with that. It's doing some very interesting things in there already. And this is almost getting like it's doing pearls along here, which is just wonderful. So I'm gonna go flip my cup over. I'll leave that there for a minute. And I should have left it to sit for a minute, but let's see what it does. It's got some interesting things going on here, I think. Now I'm gonna let it sit. Oh boy, look at those cells in there. The cells are even in the cup on the sides. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, so aren't you just so pretty? Now I'm just going to try to take the paint and flip it over the sides and bring it down here. And I've got a lot of negative space, which, truth be told, I wanted. So, aren't you just pretty? Look at all those gorgeous colors and the sails. Now, so you can see the sails here. And remember, I put the denser paints on the bottom so that they could, when I flip the cup over, they would go up through the other paints and pull them into sails and lacing. And that just exactly seems to be what's happening. Okay, let's see what this does. And if I have to, I will mess with it a little bit, but I don't really want to. I have a specific reason for doing this painting, actually. What are all those little things in there? I don't understand. I just mixed everything. Those better not be bubbles. The colors I mixed yesterday, so those better not be air bubbles, because I did all of those mixing yesterday. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Well, I don't even have to swipe. This is almost like a swipe without the swiping. That's really very pretty. I hope you're seeing the colors really fine. Let me scoot this down a little bit so you can see the end there too. Well, I gotta say, I'm very happy with this. And now I've got to figure out what I have that's large enough to cover it so it will just sit here for 24 hours. It's been a long time since I've been doing a large painting. You can see the green in here, and the magenta really took over, but it's not a bad result. The black added a good contrast. See, I see the turquoise and the Southern Ocean blue here and here. So, yeah, I think that I am pretty darn happy with this. So, I want the clean lines and I wanted all of the negative space because I have something in mind for this painting. So, I will let you see it tomorrow. on my Facebook page, not on my YouTube. This is going to go on my YouTube, TAlleysArt. Anyway, ta-da! It looks gorgeous. I'm in love with it. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye. Have a great day.